Okay, we have to start a topic called loops. Loops, I think you have studied earlier in the arrangement class, but we will start from the very basic. I will give you a very basic question, okay, before starting the loop. Can anyone tell me how we can write the code for the same? Read the question and tell me. Just tell me the solution orally. How can you do it? Very simple question. Yes, anyone? Have you understood the question? What you have to do? You have to print your name 100 times on the computer screen by only the concept we have studied so far in the class. Like you can use if else. You cannot, I mean, you cannot use the loop topic because we have not studied it. So how can we do it?
So we will write print syntax 100 times.
So it is a waste of time. It is a foolish thing.
Yes, sir.
So for this particular
Yes,
thing,
sir.
yes, correct. So for this particular thing, when we have to do a repetitive task, we can use loops. Loops are very, very important. So we have to study loops. So for this particular question, uh, actually there are three kind of loops: for while loop and do while loop. Let us suppose I want to write this program with the help of for loop. Okay, then I have to write only two lines to print my name 100 times, or I can even write my name 1000 times or 1 lakh time, but still I have to write only two lines of C program, two or three line. Okay, but if I want to print my name 100 times using printf, I have to print the printf statement 100 times. Okay, so for loop is very easy. Using for loop we are saving a lot of time. There are three kind of loops: for loop, while loop, and do while loop. Okay, remember that these two are same. Okay, for loop and while loop are same. The only thing is the way of writing them is different. Okay, and this is something different. Do while loop we will study. This is the syntax of for loop. The syntax is very, very important. Okay, first you will write for, then brackets are used. Okay, round brackets. Then this is the start statement, this is the stop, and this is the update, and these are separated by semicolon. Sometimes students are confused, and instead of semicolon they write comma. No, I have told you this is a programming language. It means we are using computer is very logical. Even if you do one mistake, the program will not work. So remember, inside the for loop you have to write semicolon, not comma. Okay, then curly bracket can start. This is the scope. Okay, this is the boundary. Inside it you can write anything like printf statement, you can create variables, you can write if else statement. So this syntax is very, very important. Okay, I will direct you an example and you will understand the for loop. Okay, So first what we have to do, we have to create the variable like int a. Then we will start the for loop. Bracket is open. If you have seen the PPT, the first thing is the start, yes or no? So here, because I have to print my name 5 times. 5 times means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the starting is 1, yes or no? So a initialization will be 1, means the value of a is 1. Okay, hope you are understanding it. For example, I have to print my name 5 times. So what is the starting condition? It is the number 1, na? Yes or no? And the stopping condition will be 5, because 5 is the last thing, na? I want to print my name 5 times. So here the starting is 1. Now this is the stopping condition. Here you can see, means how many times you need to print your name. I want to print my name only 5 times. So you will write a less than equal to 5, means if the value of a becomes 6, then stop the for loop, because I want to print my name only 5 times. Then again semicolon. Then you can see here we have update. Update means the next number. For example, let us suppose you want to write your name 5 times on a page. Then you will write 1 your name, 2 your name, 3 your name, 4 your name, 5 your name. It means in every line you are also writing a serial number. So serial number are from 1 to 5. The starting is 1, the stopping is 5. I have written the same here so far. Update means, for example, we are incrementing by 1, means from 1 we are going to 2, from 2 we are going to 3, from 3 we are going to 4, from 4 we are going to 5. It means we are increasing the serial number one by one. That's why the update will be a equal to a plus 1. Okay, means first print the first line, then a will become 2, print the second line, then 3, then 4, then 5. When the value of a will become 6, then you have to stop. Okay, then inside the curly bracket write whatever you want to write. For example, here I will print my name. Okay, for visibility purpose I will change the line. Okay, so that the look of code is good. So this is how for loop is written. Okay, now the execution of this is very important, how it executes. If you understood, just try to understand this particular execution carefully. Why? Because if you have understood how the for loop works correctly, only then you will be able to solve the MCQs. Okay, so how it works is very important. This is the start, so this is the number 1. This is the stop, this is number 2. Number 3 is this, the body, and this is number 4. Okay, so first of all what will happen, the value of a is 1 now. Okay, this is a variable and the value inside in it is 1. Okay, then we will go to step number 2. Step number 2 is the stopping condition. Okay, so we will check, is a less than equal to 5? What is the value of a? 1. Is 1 less than equal to 5? Of course 1 is less than 5. Yes or no? So if this stopping condition is true, we can move to the step number 3. If this condition is false, the step number 2 is false, then this is the end of for loop. Okay, so now the step number 2 is okay, it is fine because 1 is less than 5. Then you can move to step number 3 and you will print Pulkit on the screen. Okay, then you will go to step number 4. This is the updation, and the value of a is incremented by 1, means the value of a will become 2. Just remember, the start step is executed only one. From 4 you will go to 2, and from 2 you will go to 3, from 3 you will go to 4. It means the step number 1 is executed for only one time because it is the starting condition. Okay, after 4 again go to step number 2. Now the value of a is what? It is changed, it is 2. Is 2 less than 5? Of course, go to step number 3 and print my name on the screen. Then again update the value of a by 1, means it will become 3. Is 3 less than 5? Yes. Again print my name on the screen, then it will become 4. Is 4 less than 5? Yes. Again print my name, then it will become 5. Is 5 less than 5? No, but 5 is equal to 5. Okay, less than equal to condition means either the number should be less than or equal to, any one is okay. Is 5 less than 5? No, but 5 is equal to 5. It means again print my name on the screen. Okay, then it will become 6. When the value of a becomes 6, we will go to step number 2. Is 6 less than equal to 5? 6 is neither less than 5 and 6 is neither equal to 5. It means the stopping condition is false. Okay, it means the gates are closed. Gates are now closed and it is the end of for loop, and you will move outside the for loop, means you will move to the next line. So this is how for loop works. If anyone has doubt, they can ask. Just remember the numbers. First number is start, second is stop. If stop is true, move inside the body, then go to update. Okay, sometime what student do, after stop they directly move to update. No, don't do this particular question like this. Okay, just remember the step 1 2 3 4. Okay, and step number 1 is executed only for one time. If anyone has doubt, they can ask, else I will give you a program. No doubt. Okay, first I will write this code to print my name 5 times, or print, let us suppose you have to print India 5 times. Okay, I will also ask some tricky questions based on this. Okay, let us see whether you can solve the same or not, but after some time. Okay, 5 times India is printed. I can even print it 5,000 times. Okay, it is printing India 5,000 times. Okay, so you can see the advantage of loops. The repetitive task, it is a boon. Yes or no? So now I will give you very simple questions. Let us do this quickly, because I think you have already studied the concept. And you have to write the code in the compiler. Okay, and just send the code on the in the MS Team chat box. Just do it. Just write the code inside the MS Team. I mean, write the code in the compiler, then send the picture or the code in the MS Team chat box. And let me know when it is done. First 10 even numbers are, I think, from 0 to 20, na? And of course, you have to use for loop. You just have to decide three things. What is the start? What is the stop? What is the update? That's all. And just remember the syntax that inside the for loop, you use a semicolon. That is the only thing that is needed for the for loop. Start, stop, update. Just think that first 10 even numbers are from 0 to 20. So what should be the start? What should be the update? What should be the stopping condition? If you have recognized these three things, you can easily write the code for the mentioned program. I think some students are new. Okay, I hope you are watching the lecture recordings. At 5:10, I will take your doubts. Like if you have some doubt while watching the videos, if you have some doubt in the concept, you can tell me. Or if you are not understanding anything from the lecture video, just let me know. We can take an extra class on Sunday from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. But only if some student have doubt, if they are not able to understand the basics of C program, then only I will take the class. Else I will not take the class on the Sunday. I think you can easily understand the concept by watching the video and the slides. The concept are very, very easy. But still, if you are not able to understand it, then we can take a class on Sunday. No worry. So just let me know at 5:10, okay? Should I help
Yes,
or
sir.
you guys can do it?
Sir, I sent you the code, sir. Check it.
Okay, let me check. Yeah, this seems to be the correct answer. Good, Javan. Why some students are guessed? If you have the Amazon ID, you can tell me, okay?
Sir, 2 students have joined today only.
Okay. So still I will give you 2 to 3 minutes, okay? So that other students can do it. Then I will explain this particular code. I have told you for loop is very easy. Just try to find out three things. Start condition, stop condition, update condition. That's all. And just remember the syntax, okay? This is a practical class and you have to write the code in the computer. I cannot manually check the code of all the students, so just do it by your own. So far only 2 students have sent the code. Anu also sent the correct code. Just do it ASAP. Okay, I will also tell.
Sir, I am unable to send this.
Say it again. Okay, so first I will write the first 10 even numbers. 0, 2, 4, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 and 20. Yes or no? Now you have to find the three things. That what is the start, what is the stop, and what is the update condition. Yes or no? Starting is 0, of course. Yes or no, it is visible. And stopping is 20. So starting is 0, stopping is 20. And what is the update? Update means the pattern. What is the pattern you are seeing? Can anyone tell me? What is the pattern you are seeing in these numbers? Update is the pattern. Yes, anyone?
A plus 2.
Of course, the numbers are adding by plus 2. 0 plus 2 is 2, 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 plus 2 is 8, 8 plus 2 is 10, then 12, means the difference is 2. It means the difference or the next number is plus 2. Yes or no? Now you have successfully found out the starting condition, the stopping and the update. Now you can easily write the for loop. Yes or no? How can you do it? First create a variable int a that is used in the for loop. Then for the starting condition is a equal to 0 na, that's why a equal to 0. The stopping is, it means we have to print the number till 20 na, that's why just write a less than equal to 20. If the number is less than 20 or if the number is equal to 20, you have to print it. And after printing 0, the next number will be plus 2. Yes or no? Means a equal to a plus 2. And inside the body, what you have to do? Just print the number, printf percentage %d, and here you have to print the value of a. First a will become 0, then plus 2 means 2, then 4, then 6, then 8, then up to 20 it will become. Okay, so here you have to print the value of the variable. To print the value of variable, you have to use a format specifier. %d for integer, %f for float. I think you remember, yes or no? %c for character. For double it is lf, yes or no? I think you remember. So %d, then change the line so that the look of code is good. It is more readable code. Okay, that's all. If you execute this, the program will work. Okay, I will paste the code here and I will run the code here, and you can easily see these are the first 10 even numbers, yes or no? I can even change this 20 to 100, so it will change my program from printing the first 10 even numbers to printing a lot of even numbers. So here I have printed the even number from 0 to 100, yes or no? Similarly, you can change your program to print the odd numbers. Can anyone tell me, to print the odd numbers, what is the starting condition? Let us suppose my next question is, write a C program to print first 10. So who can tell me what is the starting, stopping and update condition for the same?
So we will take value of I equal to 1
Hmm?
as a starting, and for stopping we can say I is less than equal to 20, and for stop I equals to I plus 2, where I
What is
is
the
50.
10th odd number?
So 19.
Yes, okay, it is 20 is okay. Yes, correct. So starting condition is 1. Stopping can be less than equal to 19 or less than 20, both will work. And again the update is plus 2 because 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 2 is 7. Yes or no? Okay, I hope it is fine. It is not difficult. If anyone has doubt, they can ask, else we can move to the next topic. I think some students have joined this class for the first time, so you have to join a group, WhatsApp group. In the WhatsApp group I will send a message in which I have recorded the lectures. Okay, and you can see the lecture recordings. After seeing the lecture recording, I think you can understand a little bit of C language. If you have doubt, you can WhatsApp me. Okay, uh, just raise your hand if you are a new student, means if you have joined for the first time in the class. Who is guest? Just raise your hand if you are attending the class for the first time. No one? Okay, no worries. Let me give you a very simple question again. Okay, it is very simple. Do it quickly. You have already written the code, yes or no? Just change something in it. Here again, first what you can do, you can write the first 10 even numbers in reverse order, then decide the start, the stop and the update. That's all. Very simple question. Okay, who is guest? I think this person is on hold. Is he from our class? He or she? Guest, if you can hear me, unmute yourself. Identify yourself. Guest. Else I have to remove you from the meeting. I think this person does not belong to our class. Okay. Let me know if you have sent the code for this. It is very, very simple question.
Yes, sir, I have sent it.
Okay, let me check.
Sir, I too.
Okay, great. Of course, this seems to be the correct answer. Look what you have to do. The starting condition will be 20 na, because this is the last number. The stopping condition is not less than equal to, it is greater than equal to 0. And the updation will be -2 because the first number is 20, the last is 0, and the updation is -2. First 20 will come, then 18, then 16. So pattern is -2. Okay, that's all. Yes or no? If anyone has doubt, they can ask, else we can move to the next question. We are starting from the simplest question, then we will move to the complex question. Actually, loops is simple. Okay, it is not a complex topic. We have another topic that is known as nested loops, a loop inside a loop. Okay, that you can say is complex topic. I mean, it is still easy. I mean, loop is a simple topic, it is not difficult. But yes, the programs you will encounter on loop, they can be difficult, but the concept is easy, anyone can understand it. So this is how for loop works. Okay, just read it. I have told you the same. First start condition executes, then what will happen, you have to go to the stopping condition. If it is correct, you have to move inside the body. If it is false, just stop the execution of for loop. Then you have to jump to the update condition, then again jump to the stop, then again to the body, then again to the update, then again to the stop. Remember, the starting condition is executed for only one time. Okay, so this is how for loop works. Now question is here, this question was asked in the placement. Okay, no one else will answer. I will pick a student and I will ask the question from him or her. Only he or she will answer, no one else. So the first student is Abha. Abha, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, question is in front of you. I am asking, a question from everyone. So no one else will answer. Abha, take your time. There is no hurry. And then tell me the answer. If Abha is not able to tell the correct answer, then I will pass the question to the next student. But no one will directly answer this question. Okay. Take your time, Abha. There is no hurry. Then tell me the answer. When you are sitting for the placement, the first round is the MCQ round from C, C++, Java, data structure, or from any topic they will ask the question. Okay, around 50 to 60 question. It depends on the company. They will ask some question. Once you clear this round, you will move to the coding round. Once you clear the coding, you will go to the HR. Then again you will go to the technical. First you will go to the technical interview, then you will go to the HR. Okay, like this. So this is the first stage, and this question was asked in a company. This seems to be the simple question, but there is a trick involved. Okay, here. So read the question carefully, and Abha will tell the answer. If she is not able to tell the answer, I will pass the question to the next student. But do not tell the answer directly. Okay, I will ask, then you can answer it. In the placement, they normally ask tricky questions. Okay, tricky question means there is some trick involved. You think the answer is this, but the answer will be something else. Okay.
Sir, I think D.
D means 1. Can you tell me
Yes,
why?
sir. Sir, because of decrement.
Decrement means?
So
No worry, take your time. I'm not saying that D is the correct answer. Maybe it can be correct answer, but cannot be wrong. It can be wrong answer, but you have to explain. Okay, if your explanation is correct, then I will tell.
Sir, I'm a little bit confused between A and D because of post increment.
Okay, can you tell me anything you understood by the question about the question?
So,
Whatever you have understood about the question, you can tell. Anything, it doesn't matter if it is right or wrong, okay? Okay, no worry, Abha. I can pass the question to the next student. Thank you for your time. Next is Abhay. Abhay.
So this is my second class. I don't know what does plus plus means.
Okay, no worry. Adarsh.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, actually, it's
Mhm.
on my class, but I think it's D.
D. Why? Can you tell me? Give me some explanation.
Because the starting point is 0
Hmm.
and there is a increment updation.
Hmm.
So I think it's D.
But here in the for loop, I am incrementing it around 10
Sir,
times. Yes or
actually, I
no?
have not studied loop yet.
No worry, no worry. Just raise your hand if you know the answer. Anyone? Just raise your hand, then I will ask you to give the explanation. Any answer, whether it is right or wrong, it doesn't matter. Only participation is needed. If you know the answer, whatever answer, and you can give the explanation, you can raise your hand in the MS team. No one? Yaman, you know the answer?
No, sir.
No. Anu?
Sir,
Uh-huh.
sir.
Yes, Yaman.
Sir, we have to tell after it print. We use the inside the loop would come. After that, we have
Predict the
to tell.
output. Okay, I can write one more statement here. Wait. I can write printf here, okay? It means the same thing, okay? I mean, I want to know the value of temp here. What is the value? So any idea, Yaman? No? Okay, Khushi, you can tell.
Sir, 10 B.
Okay, why? Can you give me the explanation?
Sir, because temp plus plus is inside the for loop, but printf is outside and it will
Mhm.
take the values up to 10.
Okay, that is not the correct answer, but good effort, Khushi. Anyone else? Okay, let me tell you. The answer is D. Option mean 1. Okay. Can you now tell me why option D is the correct answer? Look, this is the second time some students are studying the loop. Yes or no? You have already studied the loop in the adjustment class,
Okay, sir,
so I think you can answer.
I
sir, I got it.
Hmm.
sir, there is
Wait.
semicolon
One by
after
one,
for
one by
loop.
one. Who can tell?
So may I?
Yes, Khushi.
Sir, there is a semicolon after for loop.
Hmm.
So it
Then what?
will it will not enter it only temp plus plus once.
Hmm.
And it is post increment, that's why the value will change in the next line.
Yes, correct. इसे क्या कहते हैं? आंखों का धोखा. देखो इन्होंने क्या किया है नॉर्मली. यहाँ पर इन्होंने ना सेमीकोलन लगा दिया. If the semicolon is there, it means the temp plus plus is not inside the for loop. If I have removed the semicolon, then of course the temp plus plus is incremented 10 times, means the final value will be 10, means it will be 10. But if semicolon is there, it means it is the end of loop, or you can say the body is not there for the for loop, and temp plus plus is outside the for loop. That's why I will be incremented 10 times, but after the for loop is executed, temp will execute for only one time and the value of D will become 1. Okay. So what I will do, I will explain you this more deeply. Look, normally I have written the code like this. Let us suppose I have written the code like this. I have told you if curly bracket are not used, then it means by default the scope is only one line. Yes or no? I have told you now in the previous classes that if we are not using curly bracket in the if else or in the loops or anywhere, it means the scope is only one line. So here the temp plus plus is inside the for loop. Yes or no? Printf is not inside the for loop. Okay, only temp plus plus is there inside the for loop. I can write the line like this, curly bracket open, and then temp plus plus is inside the for loop. Okay, it is more clear. Okay, just to make you confuse, they have removed the curly bracket. Okay, but still the temp plus plus is inside the for loop. But in the question, what they have done, they have inserted a semicolon here. Here semicolon means the body is empty. The code is like this, curly bracket open, curly bracket close. Okay, it means inside the for loop there is nothing. So I will become 0 and 0 is less than 10. It will go to line number I is 0. Okay, and 0 is less than 10, and we will move inside the line number 7. Nothing will happen because the body is empty. We will update the value to 1. 1 is less than 10. Again you will go inside the body of the loop, means you will go to line number 7. Again you will update. So the value of I will become 10, but the thing is nothing is there inside the for loop. Okay, so nothing will happen. Or you can write this statement like simple semicolon, means the body is empty. The value of I will become 10 in the last, but still the body is empty. To make the question more confusing, what they have done, they have combined line number 5 and 6. So you know, sometimes when students are seeing this question, they will think that temp plus plus is inside the for loop and the final value of temp is 10. That means that temp is incremented 10 times. But no, this is known as aankhon ka dhoka. Okay, so here the temp plus plus is not inside the for loop. For loop and temp both are separate. In the for loop, increment will happen 10 times, means value of I will become from 0 to 10. But when the for loop is executed, you will increment temp plus plus for only one time. Okay, so the final value of temp is only 1. I can also execute the code. Okay, I think I have not written return 0.
The percentage D.
Okay, you can see the value of, you know, temp is 1. Yes or no? If I remove the semicolon, it means temp is inside, then the value will be very different. Okay, it is 10. Yes or no? You can see. So just
Yes.
while solving the placement question, you know, just be cautious. I will open the exact question that appeared in the placement. Just give me 2 seconds. Okay, this is the question. Just see the characters are, you know, so much small. Can you spot the semicolon? They have made on purpose. I think the, you know, text is very small. Can you spot the semicolon? No.
Sir, in first few notes.
Okay, so here the output of this program is 1. Okay, it is not 10. So let us move to the next part. This question is not from the for loop. Okay, this is from the previous topic, if else, but no worry. Just raise your hand if you know the answer, then I will ask the answer one by one. You have to tell the output of the code. Just raise your hand, okay, if you know the answer. Okay, anyone else? I think last time Khushi also told the answer. So anyone else? Any new student? New student means anyone else. This is simple question. This is not difficult, na? Any answer, whether right or wrong, just raise your hand. I expect around 10 students to at least, answer this particular question. Around 40 students are present here. Only Khushi. Yaman, you know the answer?
So we are raising hand, but it's not showing on your screen.
Okay. One more student. Vanshita. Is this question so much difficult that only 2 students have raised their hand? Huh?
Sir, I can help. Sir,
Let me ask from Vanshita. Vanshita, what do you think the answer is?
Hi.
Okay, you got trapped in the trick, but good,
sir,
effort. Yes, Yaman.
Sir, I have raised the hand, but it
no,
is
sir.
not.
Okay, Ajita. Yaman, just wait. Ajita will tell.
Sir, question. Sir, hi and hello. Both will print.
Why?
Sir,
Sir,
because
Wait, only
if
one
is
student.
sir, if a statement is true, so hi will be printed. And sir, else in else statement, the first printf is in that, and the hello one is the outside that. So sir, hello will print.
Of course, that is the correct answer. I just have told you, na, when the curly brackets are not used, the scope or the boundary is only one line, either for if, else, or either for loop or any other thing. Okay. So first, what you have to do, just put the curly bracket. Inside the if, you can write the curly bracket here. Okay, because only one line is involved. It is not mandatory to write the curly bracket. You can write it or you can skip it. It depends on you. For similarly here, for the else, curly bracket is not used, so only one line is inside the else. So now execute the code. It is very simple. Is 0 equal to 0? Yes, so print hi on the screen. You all know between if and else only one will work. So here if condition worked, so else will not work. But this hello is outside the if and else. It will always execute. So at the end, hello is printed. So the output is hi and hello. Simple. This question appeared in the placement. To make you confused, they have not used a curly bracket. If anyone has doubt, they can ask. This question is from the placement.
Excuse me,
Yes.
sir.
Sir, because there is no semicolon in the second line.
I cannot hear you clearly. If you have doubt, just speak loudly.
Sir, there is no semicolon in the second line.
Semicolon कहाँ पर? Where?
Sir, it's one line. It's one line.
In this?
Yes, sir.
Wait a second, I'm receiving a call from another faculty. Wait. Okay, so I'm back. So just say it again. I think some student was saying semicolon is missing. Where is semicolon missing? Look, there is semicolon. Semicolon is there, okay? And semicolon is there. Uh-huh. Your voice is not clear.
Sir, I get it now.
Okay. After if semicolon is not required and after else also semicolon is not used. Okay. If anyone has more doubt, they can ask.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So it's our mock test at 4:30.
Okay. Then I will give you. What is the duration of mock test?
Sir, it will start at 4:30.
4:30 to 6:30.
Sir, it's from 4:30 to 5:30.
But we have to join 4:15, sir.
Okay, let me call someone. Okay, let me call another faculty. I will confirm. Just stay online. So mock test is from 4:30 to 6:30, na?
5:30.
Yes, sir.
5:30.
It's 6:30. It's
Is it
6:30.
It is 6:30. And what is the duration of the test? 1 hour, na?
Yes, sir, 1 hour.
So no worry. You can start the test from 5:10. What is the problem? No?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so start the test from 5:10. Because the thing is, we have limited number of classes. I cannot, stop teaching right now. So we have to study. From 5:10 you can start the test and you can do the test up to 6:10. Okay.
So you can take attendance now.
Attendance. Just wait. After some time I will take. So now we have to study something called nested loop. This topic is very important. Okay. I mean, C programming, everything is important, but this is very, very important. Nested means, for example, you have seen the bird's nest. Yes or no? The bird's nest is, connected somehow. Yes or no? So here also nest means something in which, there are many things. Okay. So it means there is a loop within a loop. Nested loop means it is a collection of loops. In the previous slide, we have only used one loop. Yes or no? But if we can use two loops or three loops that is connected, means if you can connect two or more loops, then it is known as nested loop. One will be parent and one will be child. Okay. And parent is always one and child can be many. For example, if you have connected 5 loops or 5 for loop, then parent will remain one and the 4 loop will be child loops. Okay. So what I will do is I will just give you an example and you will understand. For example, this is a nested for loop. Okay. So how it works? First of all, this is called a parent loop. And this is called a child loop. This concept is very important, so kindly pay attention. So how it works? Parent will execute for only one time and child will execute fully. I will repeat myself again. Parent will execute for only one time and child will execute fully. Let us start executing it. First of all, you will go to this line, yes or no? Then the value of a is 1. Okay. Let us create the variable. A is 1. Okay. Is 1 less than equal to 3? Of course, 1 is less than 3. I have told you this is the step number 1. This is the step number 2. If this condition is true, can anyone tell me what we have to do? We have to jump inside the body of the loop. Yes or no? And this is the body. correct? So you will go to step number this, and that's why I have told you that parent will execute for only one time and child will execute fully. Are you understanding this, how it is working? First you have moved to step number 1, then step number 2 is correct, so you have to move inside the body, and this is the whole body. Okay, now again here you have to do the same task. The value of b is 1, so here write b equal to 1. Go to step number 2. Is 1 less than equal to 3? Of course. Then you have to go to the step number 3 and you have to print hello on the screen. Then go to step number 4. Then the value of b will become 2. Yes or no? Then go to step number 2. Is 2 less than 3? Of course 2 is less than 3. Again print hello on the screen. Okay. Then what you will do, again the value of b will get increased from 2 to 3. Is 3 less than 3? 3 is equal to 3. Okay, it is fine. So again print hello on the screen. Then the value of b will become 4, and of course 4 is less than 3. I mean 4 is greater than 3. Okay, so this stopping condition becomes false. Now this for loop will stop the execution. Now as I told you, in the parent loop, this was the third step. After the third step you have to go to the fourth step. Yes or no? So here increase the value of a, means the value of a will become 2. Now again check, is 2 less than 3? Of course 2 is less than 3. So again move inside the body of the parent loop, means again go to the child loop, again do the same thing. The value of b is now resetted to the 1. Then again print hello 3 times on the screen. Then again the value of a will become 3. Then again execute the child loop and again print the value of hello for 3 times. So in total hello gets printed for 9 times. Are you getting this? I will explain this concept once again, but I will give you 2 minutes. Just see this particular thing and try to understand it. If you have doubt you can ask. Here the loops are connected. Okay, parent will work for only one time, then child will work. Okay, what you can do, just write the numbers 1 2 3 4. If you have understood previously how the for loop was working, you can easily understand this. Are you getting this? Explain for one more time. Here the hello is printed 9 times. I will give you 2 minutes. Then I will explain the concept once more time.
Yes or no problem.
Okay, but I will explain this particular thing one more time. So this is the parent loop, this is a child loop. First you have to go to this line. Na? First a is a variable, b is a variable, no worry. Just create the variables, okay? A and then b. So this is the first line, means a is 1, so feed the value a is 1. Then go to the stopping condition. Check, is 1 less than 3? Of course 1 is less than 3. If this is correct, you have to go to inside the body of the loop, and this is the body, means you will jump inside this for loop. Again here go to the starting condition, b is 1. Okay, now go to the stopping condition. Is 1 less than equal to 3? Of course 1 is less than 3. If this is correct, go to the inside of this statement and print hello on the screen and increase the value of b to 2. Again go to step number 2. Is 2 less than 3? Yes, again print hello on the screen. Then again go to step number 4 and the value of b will become 3. Again check the stopping condition, is 3 less than 3? 3 is equal to 3, it is fine. Okay, again go to the printf, print hello on the screen, and then b will become 4. When it is 4, this condition will become false. When this is false, no worry, go to step number 4 of the parent. That's why I said na, parent एक बार काम करेगा, child पूरा चलेगा. तो child पूरा चल गया ना, parent दोबारा चलेगा. Okay, Here the value of a will become again plus 1 means it will become 2. Here at step number 2 you will check is 2 less than 3, of course it is correct. So move inside the body, again do the same thing. Here b will become 1, from 4 it will become again 1. Again print hello 3 times, then again go to step number 4 and a will become 3. Then again go inside the body, again print hello 3 times, then a will become 4. When a will become 4, this condition will become false. When the parent become false, you have to stop the execution. यहाँ पे parent की value 4 हो जाएगी. अगर parent का stopping condition false हो जाएगा ना, तो ये पूरा का पूरा for loop खत्म हो जाएगा, मतलब दोबारा काम नहीं कर सकता. So in this particular program, hello gets printed 3 times. 3 times. 3 times means 3 multiply 3, 9 times. So in this particular program, hello is printed 9 times. Okay. The child is executed for 3 times. पहले hello 3 बार print होगा, फिर दोबारा child चलेगा, दोबारा hello print होगा 3 बार, फिर दोबारा hello print होगा 3 बार. तो 3 बार child चला, yes or no? And 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 9. If anyone has doubt, they can ask. Else I can ask similar question from you. We will do some pattern printing program. Pattern printing program is very important. And in those particular question, nested loops are used. So this is very important topic. No doubt. Okay, let me ask the next question. Predict the output. Just raise your hand if you know the answer. Okay, it is a different question. It is not the similar question. Take a pen and paper and write 1, 2, 3, 4 like this, and you will get the answer. When you have practiced a lot of question, you do not need to write the 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Only sometimes you need to write 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. When you are beginning to understand the loops, after that you can become a pro in this, and you do not need to write the 1, 2, 3, 4. You can do the mental calculation. Just raise your hand. Do not directly tell me the answer. I will ask one by one from each student what should be the answer, of course with explanation. I will give you 3 to 5 minutes, okay, for this program. There is no hurry. Two more minutes. This is a different question.
Hello, sir.
Wait.
Okay.
Yes, now you can ask.
सर वो राजीव सर का कॉल आया था और उन्होंने बोला था जो फैकल्टी आपकी अभी क्लास ले रहा है ना उनसे बोल दो कि जो अभी मॉक टेस्ट है उसके बारे में इन्फॉर्म करते हैं, उनकी लिंक भी आपने चैट बॉक्स में शेयर कर दे।
Okay, wait a second, let me ask him.
ओके सर।
No worry, you can. Okay, from 5 o'clock you can start. Okay, no worry. And Rajiv sir had sent a email yesterday, which have the process like how can you open that particular website. I think you know the process now. You have to enter the details and you can start the test. Do you have the link? Do you have the mail?
Yes, sir, we have the link.
Okay, from 5 o'clock, I will give you 10 minutes. Okay, at 5 o'clock, I will stop this particular class and you can join this. Now, I will ask the answer from Sejal. Sejal,
Yes, sir.
so what
Sir,
do you think
6
the
times.
6 times? Okay,
Hello,
why?
सर सर बिकॉज फर्स्ट जब हम पेरेंट लूप को देखेंगे तो उसमें ए जब हमारा 1 है तो फिर हम देन कंडीशन चेक करेंगे ए इज स्मॉलर देन इज इक्वल्स टू 3। फिर हम फिर हम यहाँ पे अंडर द बॉक्स जाके हम चाइल्ड लूप को जब चेक करेंगे तो उसमें b इज इक्वल्स टू 1 जब हम डालेंगे तो उसमें b इज स्मॉलर देन एंड इक्वल्स टू a और a हमने 1 लिया है तो वहां पे सिर्फ हमारा हेलो 1 टाइम प्रिंट होगा, क्योंकि जब हम b को नेक्स्ट 2 लेंगे तो वहां पे b हमारा ग्रेटर देन हो जाएगा a से, तो वहां पे सिर्फ जस्ट 1 टाइम हमारा प्रिंट होगा। देन हम फिर से पेरेंट लूप पे आएंगे, उसके बाद फिर हम a इज इक्वल्स टू 2 लेंगे। 2 हमारा यहाँ पे नेक्स्ट कंडीशन चेक होने पे 2 इज स्मॉलर देन इक्वल्स टू 3 होगा। देन हम एंटर करेंगे अंदर चाइल्ड लूप में, वहां पे हमारा b इज इक्वल्स टू पहले हम 1 रख के देखेंगे 1 इज स्मॉलर देन एंड इक्वल टू 2 चेक करने पे b हमारा 2 से छोटा और छोटा आएगा, तो फिर देन 1 टाइम वहां हो जाएगा। और फिर सर जब हम नेक्स्ट कंडीशन पे आएंगे 2 पे तो फिर उस पे चेक करने पे तो हमारा सेकंड टाइम भी प्रिंट होगा, और फिर जब हम थर्ड कंडीशन चेक करेंगे तो वहां पे प्रिंट नहीं होगा, तो हम फिर से ऊपर वाली पेरेंट चेन पे जाएंगे।
Sejal, this
सर
is the
दिस इज
wrong
सेम।
answer, but no, very good. You can say effort. Anyone else has a different answer? They can tell me. They can unmute yourself. 6 times is not the answer. Anyone else?
Sir, 8 times.
8 times. Okay. Anyone else? 8 times is not the answer. Anyone else?
Sir, 3 times.
3 times. No. Come on, I'm playing with you. 6 times is the answer. We ऐसे confused थोड़ी होते हैं. 6 times is the answer. Sejal gave the correct answer. Okay. So 6 times is the answer. It means you have not understood the concept carefully. I will explain the concept again. You have to stick the answer, whatever your answer is, okay? Do not change the answer. So here, write the numbers or write the step. First, create 2 variables, A and B. Wait, I am receiving a call.
Hello. Excuse me, sir.
Yes, I was talking with another faculty. I was, talking with Rajiv sir. The link is not activated right now, so you can start at 5 o'clock. No worry. Okay. Yes.
Excuse me, sir.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
सर एक्चुअली हमारे सर का कॉल आया था हमारे पूरे डिपार्टमेंट की मीटिंग है उसमें बुलाया है सर अभी.
Students have the department meeting.
यस सर.
स्टूडेंट की मीटिंग है, सारे बच्चे जाएंगे.
हाँ
किस सर
सर,
का फोन आया था?
पूरे डिपार्टमेंट. आशुतोष सर का.
Hmm, कितने टाइम की मीटिंग है? व्हाट इज द ड्यूरेशन ऑफ द मीटिंग?
सर अभी वो डेमो दे रहे हैं सर टेस्ट के लिए.
तो उन्हें कहा नहीं क्लास हो रही है अभी?
सर
एक बार
उन्होंने
उनसे
बोला
पूछो,
आपसे बोल.
उनसे पूछो जरा क्लास हो रही है, क्या करना है? खुल के सर पूछ रहे हैं.
सर उन्होंने बोला आपको बोलने के लिए.
क्या
वो
क्लास एंड
मीटिंग
कर
के
दें?
बारे में बता.
नहीं, एक बार
हाँ
उनसे
सर.
फोन करके कि ये पूछो कि क्लास हो रही है तो क्लास थोड़ी एंड करेंगे. एक बार ये पूछो उनसे जरा, फिर वो क्या कहते हैं.
यस.
कॉल करो. इन द मीन टाइम आई विल टेक योर अटेंडेंस. So the output of previous code is 6 times. Okay, I will explain in a moment. Nested loops are not difficult, but you have to understand them carefully. Sahil, you're present. Sahil Sharma. Is he present? Is he
Yes,
there
sir.
in the attendance? Okay. Just be quick, okay? Mansi Tripathi, Raj Singh, Ujjwal, Keshav,
Present, sir.
Bhupendra,
तो प्रेजेंट है वो.
सर प्रेजेंट है वो.
Yaman is there, Atul is there, Abha I think is there, Suyash,
Yes, sir. Present, sir.
Mansi Bharti, is she
वो
there?
प्रेजेंट है तो उसने मैसेज
Ashish, Vanshita is there, Bhanu,
यस सर, प्रेजेंट सर.
Sojal,
Present, sir.
Anirudh,
Present, sir.
Anurag,
Present, sir.
Ajita.
Present, sir.
Okay, I'm receiving a call. Wait. Chirag, you can join the meeting of ECU department only. Okay. Chirag. Chirag is not there. Okay, no worry. Okay, so Ajita,
Present, sir.
Jwel,
Present, sir.
Ritesh,
Present,
Ritesh
sir.
Tomar. Okay, Sejal,
Present, sir.
Present, sir.
Nakul,
Present, sir.
Kush is there. Vivek Mishra,
Present, sir. Present, sir.
Satyam,
Present, sir.
Naman,
Present, sir.
Nilesh, Kaur. Is he there in the attendee? Okay, Vaibhav, Suneha,
Present, sir.
Akshat,
Sir, Nilesh is present.
Anu is there. Vaishnavi,
Present, sir.
Raj, second Raj, Raj Prajapati, Abhay,
Present, sir.
Adarsh,
Present, sir.
Rathod. Okay, so the absentee
Present, sir.
are Mansi Tripathi, Raj Singh, Ujjwal,
Ujjwal
Vaibhav,
present. Sir, Ujjwal present.
okay, and Raj Prajapati.
Sir. Sir.
Ujjwal present.
Ujjwal is present. Anyone else?
Sir, Rohit Jain.
Say it again. Rohit Jain. Rohit Jain. Are you from CSC or from any other department?
Sir, CSE.
I think your name was not there, na?
Yes, sir.
So this is your first class.
No, sir, second class.
Why your name is not there? Let me check again. With your name is not there, it means your Amazon ID is not activated. So once the Amazon ID is activated, let me know. I can mark the attendance of previous class. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Let us
Okay,
suppose
sir.
from the next class, from next Wednesday or from next Tuesday, your Amazon ID is activated. Let me know. I will mark the attendance of these two classes. But you have to let me know.
Okay, sir.
Just, you know.
Okay, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, this is Nilesh. I got disconnected a minute before. So मेरी attendance हो गई कि नहीं नीलेश?
Can anyone tell me? Nilesh, I think, was present. Shivangi?
हो गए, sir.
Present,
Shivangi?
sir.
Rudra?
Present, sir.
Rudra? Rudra is present or not? In last class, I think he was absent. Aditya? Aditya Shankar? Is he present?
Sir, he is present, sir. Sir, Aditya present.
Yes, he is present. So attendance is marked. I will mark the same attendance for 510. So let us discuss this particular question. Write the numbers. This is number 1, this is number 2. Because 1 is less than 3, you can move inside the body, and this is the body, number 3. Then here again write the numbers 1, 2. Here the value of B is 1, yes or no? B is less than equal to A, because these are name of variable. Here the values are checked. The value of b is 1, the value of a is also 1. Is 1 less than equal to 1? Of course 1 is equal to 1. So print hello on the screen, and then the value of b will become 2. Yes or no? Now check again. Is 2 less than equal to 1? No, it is false. Once it is false, then here, you know, just write here hello, because it is printed one time. Then go to step number 4, this step number 4, and the value of a will become 2 again. Then here go to this step. Is 2 less than 3? Of course it is correct. Move inside the body. Here the value of b is 1 and the value of a is 2. So here you have to print hello 2 times. The value of b is 1, a is 2 na. So 1 is less than equal to 2, print hello. Then b will become 2, and 2 is equal to 2, print hello again. Then it will become 3, then stop. Then again go to the update statement, and the value of a will become 3. Then move again inside the child loop. The value of b is 1 again. Okay, it is resetted, and the value of a is 3. So 1 is less than equal to 3, or you can say the hello will get printed 3 times. Then again the value of a will become 4. Then this step will become false, and once the parent become false, you have to stop. So the thing is, the child executes and it prints hello for 1 time. Then the value of a will become 2, and 2 times you have to print hello on the screen. Then the value of a will become 3, then 3 times hello is printed on the screen. So actually hello is printed 6 times on the screen. Okay, if you have doubt you can ask. I will give you 2 minutes.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, after the parent loop, that a equals to a plus 1 will execute when again the loop will start.
Say it again.
ऐसे है ना, a equals to a plus 1 लिखा हुआ है इसमें parent loop में. a की वैल्यू 2 जब होगी जब चाइल्ड लूप भी कंप्लीट हो जाएगा और फिर से लूप में अंदर घुसेगा वो.
ऑफ कोर्स सबसे पहले ये वाला फर्स्ट स्टेप चलेगा, फिर इसके बाद ये, फिर बॉडी चलेगी. जब चाइल्ड पूरा चल जाएगा तो आप इस अपडेट पे जाओगे. जब भी मैंने एक लाइन कही थी ना कि पेरेंट विल एग्जीक्यूट फॉर ओनली 1 टाइम एंड चाइल्ड विल एग्जीक्यूट फुली, मतलब पेरेंट तो एक बार चलेगा, चाइल्ड पूरा चलेगा, उसके बाद दोबारा पेरेंट चलेगा, फिर चाइल्ड पूरा चलेगा. ओके, अगर कंफ्यूजन है तो ऐसे नंबर्स लिखो, लेकिन थोड़ी प्रैक्टिस के बाद ये सारी कैलकुलेशन मेंटली भी कर सकोगे आप. ओके, so what you can do is implement this program. Okay, because this is a practical class na, you have to implement the program. Implement it ASAP. Open the compiler, just do it, and just let me know. Do not send the output or the code in the MS Team chat box. Just do it and let me know.
Yes, sir.
Okay, still I will give you 2 minutes. In the Rajiv sir class, what you guys are doing right now?
Operator.
Okay. Okay, I've changed the program, and tell me the output. What is the output? Like how many times hello is printed? But the thing is, you cannot, do not write the code inside the compiler and execute it. Do the mental calculation, okay, and tell me the answer. And just raise your hand again. I will give you 2 minutes. Just raise your hand, do not tell the answer. Nested loops are very important. That's why we are studying the topic slowly, because based on these particular nested loops, we have to do pattern printing programs, which is very important. For new students, I will send the lecture recordings. Just watch the lecture recordings. Okay. I can even take extra class on Sunday, but the thing is, 10 hours of content we have already studied. Means 10-hour class is already conducted. So I cannot, like, we cannot cover 10-hour class very fast. So what you can do, just watch the videos. You will understand everything. And if you have doubt, then we can take a class. Okay. And the content is very simple. C programming language. You have seen, like, you have seen the television ads that right now school children are also studying the programming. So you guys are studying the college, so it is not a difficult thing. Only hard work is required to understand a programming language, nothing else. Okay, so Anurag, give me the explanation.
Sir,
How
it
many
will
times?
print 3 times.
Okay, let us check. That is the answer. Now you can give the explanation.
Sir, when we enter in the loop, the value of a is 0. Then it will go to the child loop where b is 1. So 1 is not less than 0. So it will not print anything. So it will go back to the parent loop again, and the value of a will now be 1. And then in the child loop, since b is 1 and b is 1 and a is also 1, then it will print hello one time. Then again going to the parent loop, a will become 2 and b is 1 in the child loop, and it will print hello one time, 2 times, because b will become 2 in the second print.
Anurag, this is the correct explanation. If someone has doubt, they can ask, else I will directly move to the next topic. I mean, next to the next question. Because I think Anurag gave the correct explanation. Anyone has doubt? I will give you 1 minute. If you have doubt,
No, sir.
don't be shy. Yes. Uh-huh. If you have doubt, you can ask. Okay, no doubt. So tell me the answer of this question. Anyone can tell, just unmute yourself and tell me the answer. Don't raise your hand, just tell me the answer by unmuting yourself if you know the answer. Do not execute the code inside the compiler. Do the mental calculation, because once you are getting this question in the paper, you do not have the mobile phone or the computer. So just do the calculation inside your mind, and whatever the answer is, let me know. Either wrong or right, doesn't matter. Only participation is needed from you guys. So if you know the answer, yes.
10 times.
10 times. Why? 15. Okay, 10, 15. Anyone else?
So 10
The
times.
9.
9, 10. Okay,
10
anyone
times.
else? 10 times. Anyone else? Okay, I will give you 2 minutes. Do this carefully.
Yes,
These
sir, 10 times.
questions, okay, 10 times. Let us check the answer. 6 times. Let me check. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it is 10 times. Why it is 10 times? It is very easy. First, value of a is 1. and 1 is less than 5, so you will go inside the child loop. Okay, child loop will not execute because 1 is not less than 1, 1 is equal to 1. Then the value of a will become 2, 2 times 1 time hello is printed. Okay, then again value of a will become 3, 2 times a is printed. The value of a will become 4, then 3 times, like this, you know, it will go on and on, and hello is printed 10 times on the screen. If you have doubt, then I can show all the steps of this particular loop, else we can jump to the next question. Do you guys have doubt? First, what will happen? The value of a will become 1, nothing gets printed on the screen. Value of a will become 2, and hello gets printed for only one time because 1 is less than 2, and you know it will execute for only one time. Then value of a will become 3, 2 times hello is printed. Value of a will become 4, 3 times hello is printed. Then a will become 5, and the value of a gets printed 4 times. So 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 means total 10 times hello is printed. Do you have doubt, or should I move to the next question? I will give you 2 minutes to think. Then we will jump to the next question. I think there is no doubt. So we can jump to the while loop. Look, while loop and the for loop both are same. While loop and for loop both are same. While loop also has a starting condition. For loop also has a starting condition. While loop also has a stopping condition. And for loop also has a stopping condition. While loop also has a updation condition, and for loop also has a updation condition. What is the difference? There is no difference. Only the way of writing is different. Okay. This is a while loop. Here you can see this is the start, this is the stop, and this is the update. Only the way of writing is different. You can write the same thing inside the for loop. So now you will ask me like why you are using the while loop when you can do the same thing with the for loop. It is because of the readability purpose. In the for loop you are writing all the three things at one place. So you can say it is difficult to understand. Yes or no? For loop को समझना मुश्किल है ना थोड़ा. 1 2 3 4 आपको चेक करना पड़ेगा. That after the stopping condition you have to go inside the body. Then from the body you have to go to the update. Yes or no? But here the things are very simple. यहाँ पे कोई confusion नहीं है. जैसे फॉर लूप में था, आपको याद रखना पड़ेगा कि स्टॉप के बाद बॉडी में एंटर करना है, स्टॉप के बाद अपडेट पे नहीं जाना, वरना आपका आउटपुट गलत आ जाएगा. बट हियर इट इज वेरी सिंपल. देयर इज नो कंफ्यूजन हियर. So it depends on you, whichever you like, either for or while you can use, both are same. Okay, first of all the starting condition is written before the while loop, stopping condition is there, and the update is inside this loop. So first of all the value of a will become 1. Is 1 less than 6? Yes. Print Bharata. Then a will become 2. Again print again go to this line. From here you have to go to this line, stopping condition. Okay. Is 2 less than 6? Of course, print Bharata, a will become 3. Is 3 less than 6? Like this, you can print Bharata 6 times. Okay. So this is the format of while loop. It depends on you whether you want to use for loop or while loop, whichever you like. Both are same, only the way of writing is different. Okay. Then I will implement a while loop inside the computer. Int a equal to 1 while okay. Now what is the output? Just raise your hand if you know the answer. your hand. How many times Bharata is printed? I will give you 1 minute, then I will ask the answer. Just raise your hand. 1 minute I am giving you. At 4:49 I will ask the answer. Read the question carefully, it is very different. On purpose, I have missed something. Okay, Khushi. Khushi, you know the answer? Okay, Yaman.
Yes, sir.
You know the answer of this question?
Yes, sir.
How many times Bharata is printed on the screen?
Only one time.
One time. Can you give me the explanation?
With
Why?
continuously, sir. Sir, many
Because
times.
it will. Yes. Here the updation is not there. Yes or no? Look, what will happen? The value of A is 1. We will go to line number 7 and we will check is 1 less than 6. Yes, it is correct. Then go to line number 9, print Bharata on the screen. After printing Bharata on the screen, again go to line number 7. Look, here what will happen? After executing the body of the while loop, you have to go again to the starting of the while loop. So again the value of A is still 1. Again 1 is less than 6, print Bharata. Again 1 is less than 6, print Bharata. So this is an infinite loop. You can see this is an infinite loop. So remember, you have to put the updation condition here. So A will become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When it becomes 7, then it will stop. Okay, so this is how for loop works. Now let me ask another question from you. Can anyone tell me what is the answer of this question? Just raise your hand, do not directly give the answer. Okay, I will give you 1 minute. Just raise your hand if you know the answer. At 4:52, I will ask the answer. Okay, the same students. Abhay, you know the answer?
No, sir.
Just lower your hand. Okay, anyone else? Yaman?
Sir, infinite time, sir.
Why?
So condition is only not there, sir.
So stopping is not there. There is no one to stop this for loop. Yes or no? First A will become 1, then there is no stopping condition. No worry. Go to the Bharata, print it. Then A will become 2. There is no stopping condition. No worry. So this will go on and on and on because you have not written the stopping condition. Na? Stopping condition decides whether the loop will stop or not. So there is no stopping condition. So this loop will just execute, which is not a good thing. Yes or no? Now, can anyone tell me what is the output of this one? Anyone? Just unmute yourself and tell me the answer. Human, you know the answer?
Infinite.
Again, it is infinite loop. you have to just check the stopping condition. If the stopping condition is there and valid, then it will become a, if the stopping condition is not valid, it will become an infinite loop. If the stopping condition is correct, it is not a infinite loop, it is a finite loop here. So there is no start, there is no stop, there is no update. Go to the start, nothing will happen. Go to the stop, nothing will happen. Print Bharata. Go to the update, go to the start again, go to the stopping again, then again print it, again go to the update, go to the stop again, like this, go on and on, because there is no start, none, there is nothing. So this is an infinite loop. Okay, so just remember the infinite loop. So this is a very simple program, just do it ASAP, because this is a practical class na. So this is a very simple question, just do it ASAP. I will give you 5 minutes. Then I will give you a tricky question that appeared in the placement. Let us see who can solve it. Just do it, this particular question quickly. Send the code ASAP in the MS Team chat window. This particular program, you know, is based on for and while loop, so that you can become familiar with the syntax of the for loop and while loop. So print your name 15 times using for loop and 30 times using while loop. Okay, it is very easy. Just create two variables, for example int a for the for loop and int b for the while loop. After this I will give you a tricky question. Okay, let us see who can solve it. In this week I will share a test also, like, you know, we have previously like I have given you a previous MCQ test to you now in some weeks earlier. So similarly I will prepare MCQ test based on if else, based on loops, and I will send it to you, and you can, you know, just do it whenever you are free. So maybe on Sunday I will send the test. Okay, from your home you can do it, but yes, it will be compulsory for all you to give the exam except new students. Okay, the test is only conducted to check whether you are understanding the topic or not. Just do it ASAP and let me know once it is done, then we can jump to the next question. Ajita, this is the correct answer, but write your name 30 times again using the while loop. So in the same program, you can create a variable and you can use a while loop to print your name 30 times. Okay.
Okay, sir.
This is very simple question, but why we are doing it? So that you are, you know, you will become familiar with the syntax of this for and while loop. That's why. Two more minutes, then I will give you the MCQ question. Anurag, is this the correct answer? Let us execute the code of Anurag. Oh, so many question marks. Let me remove it. Anurag?
Yes,
What
sir.
will happen here? Okay, not Anurag. Can anyone tell me how many times for loop will print Anurag and how many times while loop will print Anurag? Anyone else other than Anurag? Is this program correct? This correct? This particular program can be correct. This may be wrong. Just tell me anyone else. Is this program correct or not?
So for while loop, A is not initialized, sir.
Is not initialized. Where is the value of A? Yes, A is not initialized. No? You have to initialize A, like A can be 1. So here write the initialization, A equal to 1. Okay, now it is printing 30 times. In the earlier, it was not printing, I think it has printed only Anurag 15 times. So the while was not working. So here, remember the initialization is here. Okay, A is 1. That's why. So initialization of while is, or the starting of the while is before the while. Okay, and this is the stop and this is the update. Else this is a good program, Anurag. So now let us move to the next question. This is a very good question, and this question appeared in the placement. And again, do not type the code inside the compiler. Do the mental calculation. I will give you around 3 to 5 minutes for this question because this is a tricky question. This is a difficult question.
Excuse me,
Okay.
sir.
Yes.
सर वो कोड में अगर हम a equals to 1 नहीं लिख रहे हैं तब भी वो 45 टाइम्स प्रिंट कर रहा है.
कर रहा है वो. Let me check.
या तो
No. नहीं कर रहा. कहाँ कर रहा है?
मेरे वो शायद देवसी प्लस प्लस की वजह से.
What is your compiler? What is the name of compiler you are using?
Sir, I'm using Devsi plus plus only.
No, it is not working. You have to initialize it, na? Then it will
Yes,
work.
sir, I know.
So do this question. This is very tricky question. I will not say it is a simple question. It is a tricky question. Do not execute the code because you will know the answer. Okay. So take your time. I will give you 5 minutes. This particular question is using nested loop concept. Nested loop concept is same for for loop and nested loop concept is same for while loop also. So take your time and just raise your hand if you know the answer. 5 minutes I will give because this is a tricky question. I will send the question on the group also because that is a good question. Na? I have sent the question on the group. Let me stop the recording.